Thank you everybody. We have a great show lined up for you today. We have a revolutionary French military leader with us here. We'll talk to him about his many military successes and dig into his unspoken failures. You guessed it, Napoleon Bonaparte is here. The interview you don't want to miss is coming up right after these subliminal messages. And now, welcome Napoleon! Where'd he go?
I'm right here!
You're shorter than I remember.
I am on my knees!
Okay, well in that case, would you like to take a seat, Mr. Napoleon?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to start the show off by showing this clip from French Ox News from a few years ago.
Hi there. I'm the Frenchman Guy Dude on scene of one of the great Napoleon's battles. Behind me is his grand army in a small battle with a neighboring country. We can see that the French soldier just assassinated an enemy troop, thus saving an ally. And I think Napoleon has seen this great and bold move. Napoleon seems to be going over to his soldier, and he seems to be giving him his own medal as a reward of saving another fellow soldier. I'll try to get closer to him and ask him about this heroic deed. Sir, didn't you just give your medal to that soldier?
Yeah, but to be able to honor every soldier, I have extra medals to put on my chest.
Interesting. Isn't that just deceiving them and not respecting them?
Well, bye!
Napoleon, I'd like to discuss what was considered to be one of your greatest military successes with you. If it would be alright, I want to talk to you about the Battle of Austerlitz.
Oh, of course I'd love to talk about it. At the time I knew I'd be in for a difficult battle, but I was ready to show my greatness and completely demolish the Third Coalition. I came into the battle with my wonderful French army with the intention of defeating the enemy that is the Third Coalition. The army was commanded by Alexander I of Russia and Francis II, Holy Roman Emperor.
We all know you were a great success in this battle. Can you tell me about your strategies in the beginning?
I can see why you'd like to know this. Using my military genius, I concocted a plan to trick my foes into actually thinking my army was in poor shape. Can you believe that? I did this by bringing out far less troops than I actually had, so they would believe that they had a clear advantage. Little did they know, I had several thousand other troops within a safe distance waiting to be called.
Absolute stroke of genius, I say. How did you stand at the time of the actual battle, and what were your strategies that took place then?
At this stage, I had about 72,000 men, and while they had about 85,000 soldiers. While they had more soldiers, I used my incredibly powerful wit in order to defeat them. I was hoping they would attack first, so I deliberately faked weakness to my right. They believed it without a doubt! They devoted so many troops to defeating the right flank of my army, it left the rest of their army vulnerable. Eventually, my great strategic mind brought us to victory, and France later signed the peace treaty with Austria.
That was perhaps one of the greatest military strategies ever. We will now show you a clip from French Ox News, which we will now refer to as Fox News, of a report on nationalists possibly aiding Napoleon.
Ah, one of my greater moments.
And now for politics. Nationalism has been a rising subject on many European plates. There are reports of crowds of people marching through streets. Some reports even say that people can hear others shouting equality, liberty, and fraternity. Napoleon seems to be taking advantage of nationalism, and this could be why he's conquering
I am from
with
Spain.
the aid of nationalistic citizens. We will be keeping you up to date.
Well, it's the year 1812, and you've just come back from your battle in Russia. Rumors have it that it was a complete failure, but France wants your word. Well, Napoleon?
Well, I wouldn't say it was a complete failure. I did manage to destroy some major cities.
More like I burned them down myself.
What are you doing here? How dare you set foot in France? I will kill you right now.
You do know Napoleon is coming, right? I know. Let's show this clip of the Spanish rebels taking out the French losers.
Why would anyone in their right mind want to see that? So I heard you're a rebel in the Spanish Rebellion. Could you tell me a bit about your experience?
Yes. So Napoleon, he used us as slave for French, and we get tired of it. So we start fighting back at him. And he doesn't like us fighting back. So what we do is we fight and he fight. And he start killing many Spanish peoples. So the Spanish people, they start forming small group, very small group, and we go and attack and steal things from Napoleon. But Napoleon also got smart, and he managed to take over Spain.
That's disheartening. But are you sure you should be saying all this stuff to me?
No, I don't really think about it.
Have you ever thought of me being a French spy?
No. I like banana. Be live? Oh, crap. Okay. Thanks for showing up on our show, Napoleon. I hope you had a good time.
I was honored, except for that horrible Russian.
Yeah, we didn't really invite him, but I decided to let it go because it was funny.
You are a horrible person.
I'm sorry. Anyway, that's our show, folks. Goodbye.